Hello everybody and welcome back to Norco. I am your host, Bear Arms and Fire. This is episode 4 of Norco? And we are still within the confines of the segment of the game that I'm having to replay due to an audio issue. But we are getting close to the end. I started a new save file right here. So we're going to pick the story up from there. Remember, this is Kay. Kay was infiltrating Shield Refinery in order to recover a box of stolen goods from her mom that Shield took from her house shortly after her mom's passing. We are trying to locate Blake, her brother, Kay's brother. We're trying to locate Blake, and that's all kind of tied together with this. So let's infiltrate the Shield Refinery. This is a little guardhouse, you see, with an LSU calendar. That's how you know it's Louisiana. The center security monitor displays the Good Hope Cemetery raised tomb surrounded on all sides by refinery architecture. A wanted poster hangs on the wall. Wanted, Drone Fleet Captain Sun A-19, commonly known as the Drone Priest, is missing and considered armed and dangerous. I wonder if this is like a foreshadowing. Contact Shield Community Dispatch if sighted. Do not approach. I wonder if we'll run into that person. Oh, here's a crane manual. That might come in handy. An instruction manual for the operation of Shield's railroad crane network. Well, let's read it then. You read from the manual. Shield's railroad cranes can be operated from a safe distance using control panels located at various points around the facility. Each crane is labeled with a unique identification number. To operate a crane, enter the prefix code 2914 followed by the crane ID. I already have that written down on a piece of paper. It is what it is. A map of Shield Security Zone A is displayed on the monitor. A command line terminal sits open on the computer's desktop. Let's type a command. I don't know. Security status. Authenticated. Someone has forgotten to log out. Fortunate for us. I need to slow down my reading. So let's type a command and disengage the lock. Freight elevator lock disengaged. Drone bay lock disengaged. Let's leave. Alright. So that's going to come in handy, I guess, later. I don't know. Anything else to look around here? Doesn't look like it. So let's go to the freight elevator. Now that we're in, take a good look at what Lucky got. The man crouches down, opens his backpack, and reveals 2 grenades. Got these from a guy at the burger place. Lucky done played with bigger grenades than this. These more like little toys. Loud as it is around here, they ain't likely to make much of a ruckus. If we get into any more scuffles, they might be handy. But we best be choosy. Only got us the 2. He zips his backpack, tips his head, and smiles. There'll be no use against the St. Clair models that guard Good Hope Plantation. Well, sure, them guards not your average type. We'll need to find some other way to get rid of them. What do you suggest? Like I said, there's that big bastard hanging from the railroad crane over there. A freight mover, a robot just like you. Might be your partner. Let's go talk with it. A mover has no agency. How do you know? Thought you wasn't a St. Clair. You come up with something better? Lucky all he is. Till then, he go with his gut. Lucky done got help from all kinds of robots. I can't remember if that's how Lucky talks, but that's how Lucky talks now. That's just what we're doing. A montage unfolds on the display. Laptops, satellites, fiber optic cables, a diverse, smiling workforce. A diverse, smiling workforce. A stock voice narrates. Shield's commitment to sustainability is built into our business model and code of conduct. To protect our planet's ecosystem, Shield leverages informatics and machine learning to harness extraplanetary resources such as magnified solar energy and astral ore. Our priority is the safety of our workers and the integrity of wetlands and other natural habitats across the planet. Shield, a greener world awaits. I guess that was my stock voice, I don't know. The first time around I did a completely different voice. It was more like how I read the Apocryphons. I guess Apocrypha, I don't know. Let's listen to these workers. 2 men watch the monitor display above the freight elevator. So what this is? They making us go to space now? Imagine the overtime you'd get, not to mention the hazard pay. Shit, wish I could be like one of the old timers and retire on workman's comp. Careful what you wish for. You know them old guys just play it up for the news. They bump their heads tying their shoe and get a paid vacation. Give me a break. You knew any of the ones that died in the blast? Yeah, I knew a couple. Blue, Wiki, good guys. Wiki weren't on the plant 2 weeks. This work no joke. Somebody gotta do it. People want to drive around, eat their microwave dinners, all that shit. Their microwave dinners? What the fuck? That don't come free. Somebody gotta make it. Just hope it ain't us next time. Keep your eyes and ears open. The ones that get hurt ain't paying attention. So some opinions about the plant explosion that killed Kay's father. Interesting. That's the headquarters right that way. I doubt they'll let me walk over. Oh, we can actually go talk to the guards. Are we prepared for another confrontation? Slow down. Lucky gonna tell you right getting past these boys is no joke. These ain't contract bots like you see at the entrance. We got to cause us a distraction. They don't keep much security on site this hour. We make a ruckus, that might be enough to clear the area. That's Lucky's advice. Distraction? Unless you got some better idea? ... Lucky, he'll fight, but it won't be no cakewalk. Alright, so we're not gonna fight him. You just saved us a whooping. I didn't even know we could walk up to those guys. To be honest, I've never done that before. Alright, so let's go to the crane platform entrance. We gotta learn the number of the crane, as they say. I know it, it's written down on a piece of paper in front of me, but you guys would be robbed of this. Wires drift in the wind above the catwalk. Your eyes follow them upward to a large freight mover hanging from a railroad crane. You shout towards the machine to get its attention, but it remains unresponsive. ... Million emits a high-frequency whine. Silence follows. A voice swells from the sky as the mover begins to speak. You will dive to the water and the depths will become the surface. The breeze will change the shape of the flame, and the flame will be as boundless as the territory that it lights. Hey buddy, keep it down. Ain't no time to make a ruckus yet. You will find in the water not only flames, but whole hurricanes. There will be patterns of light that form the shape of the old bayous, where those who killed for freedom still hide. This like a poem or something? Rattling cages on the tracks and whispering at the pond. Perhaps the pond will whisper back. That ground, that soil, those bloody days. The lights of the lanterns became this very flame. Be straight with me. You gonna help us or not? You will find the old pole boat where the ghosts still hide their eyes. There are mall eyes, and ditch eyes, and bayou eyes. There are eagle eyes, and duck eyes, and cardinal eyes. There are John's eyes, and there are your eyes. And your eyes are the refinery eyes. Guess I was wrong to think this thing will be any help. What's that number on its chest? It's 016? Remember that, alright? That's the identification number for the crane it's hanging on. That's how they do it around here. Let's go find the controls. Drop this goofy bastard right on the guards. Wouldn't that be a hoot? Right. So we got the title drop for this episode or so. Not this episode, but this act is called Refinery Eyes, and that thing just said, our eyes are the refinery eyes? I don't know what it means. Poetry in motion, I suppose. There's that big boy. Good old flame ain't burning too hot tonight. Some nights this thing get bigger than anything you can imagine. Light the whole parish up. Hey, that's true, basically, yeah. Alright, so we think this thing controls that crane over there? That we could cause us a little trouble? We can put in the keypad. 2914016. And so it says manual override confirmed, startup sequence initiated, please enter a movement path code. And this is where I've played this game 3 times now, or this section 3 times now. And I still have no idea. I normally just hit submit, so I don't know. Let's try 1 2 3 4 5 6 swoop. Movement path accepted. Yeah, I think it just does the same thing every time. Hold up. Where's that thing going? I believe that's determined by the movement code that you just entered. I punched it whenever came to mind, but this ain't the direction I'd hoped. It seems to be slowing down. Surely it will stop before it reaches the flame. They wouldn't have a code that sends that damn thing straight into a gas flare. Oh dear Lord Jesus Christ. Oh my. That thing rambled a bit, but I wasn't trying to kill it. You set out to cause a distraction. This most certainly qualifies. Guess that's what happens when you talk your poetry to old Lucky. Let's hope the explosion drew a few cards away from headquarters. If this don't do it, then nothing will. Wait, y'all hear something?
Alright.
Uh-oh. Can anybody tell me if this thing's hostile? They can't... Wait, no, hold on. They can't decommission me. They'll never decommission the drone priest, baby. The drone priest is going to kill you. God forever. This whole refinery a damn clown show. Come, my little ones, let's dance. Alright, so we got a little fight. You're gonna easily throw the grenades or whatever, but I'm just gonna, like, I don't know. This one is annoying me. So that one's gone. Million, no! Then we'll have Lucky take out this guy. That one's gone. K, no! Then we'll have K attack. Ouch. Let this guy attack. And that's the drone priest. What in the good Lord's name? So remember that wanted poster was the drone piece. The freight mover burns alongside the good old flame. Alright. We're done here. We go back, everyone has cleared out. Alert, incident at crane 016. This is not a drill. So, people are going all over the place. We can no longer go up to the catwalk. We can go back to the thing, but we can no longer go up to the crane platform. So let's just go to the plantation. Good Hope Plantation. Look it, no gods. Guess Lucky was right. His voice is morphed, and I apologize. I'm not a consistent person. And get ready for the voice. I can't. Get ready for this guy. Dorman. Such splendid attire! You have chosen vagabonds of the highway as your guise, fitting finery for this pageant of the Epiphany and the ashes. Beyond these doors, the masquerade of the refinery flame, and each likeness a shadow and opposition is cast. That which is low shall rise, the swamps become mountains, the earth a ceiling of the sky. The path is straight for the wayward. The thieves are gift givers, and the flame is the providence of the mind. I didn't know what to expect, but sure as hell weren't this. Don't attract attention. Let's move along. Please enter, vagabonds. And so we enter what seems to be a swinging party. We gotta be careful-ish here, because sometimes observing things draws you into them here. This guy seems to be the most prominent, as in close to us figure, and let's talk to him, see if he can give us like a lowdown. His name's Birdhead. There are many currents of deceit and mistrust coursing through the room tonight. Some wear masks to speak truthfully without fear of reprisal. Others wear masks to further deceive. Laura St. Clair, the regional CEO, is unwell. That's why she doesn't join us tonight. She was once the darling of the pageant, but no more. Her power is slipping. She's at odds with her father on one side and the board on the other. Why is Laura at odds with her father? They seek the same thing, but for different reasons. There is a technology of unknown origins that has made this region its home. Laura believes that it holds the key to powering a mining fleet that can travel great distances for the purposes of gathering ore. It is her final bid to move S.H.I.E.L.D. away from Earth extraction. Her father, Thomas St. Clair, hopes to block his daughter's discovery of this elusive technology and to intercept it for his own designs. He is the man without a face. You will never see Thomas St. Clair, but his eyes are everywhere that he wishes them to be. They are here tonight, behind several of these masks, perhaps closer than you realize. Why is Laura at odds with the board? She has pursued a mystical, invisible device against every wish of the board, infiltrating the operations budget in order to siphon money towards her zealous mission. She believes that if she can secure this technology, the board will forgive her for her many transgressions. I'm in a position to know that she is mistaken. It's too late for her. A coup is already underway. It has only taken this long because they hoped her spiraling madness would drive her to suicide. They fear the wrath of her father, with whom S.H.I.E.L.D. holds many profitable contracts. But Laura's self-destruction may prove too costly in the end. What's this technology you're talking about? A vessel of light that has remained hidden in the lake for decades, a visitor from a star, a hoax, an angel, a military weapon, a drone, distortion created by combusting in the swamp. By gases combusting in the swamp. No one has been able to capture the specimen or even verify its existence. Laura becomes more irate with each proposed theory. She grows darker by the day, and the device escapes her reach at every turn. And so he did give us kind of a lowdown of what's going on here. Not really though, just like the general sort of setting, but we've got some more mind map stuff. We've got a thought about Thomas St. Clair. He's searching for something in competition with his daughter. He searches for an elusive technology. You believe it's the same entity that your mom witnessed in the lake before her death. So now we know that Laura St. Clair is searching for something. She is searching for an elusive technology. You believe it's the same entity that your mom witnessed in the lake before her death. So they're searching for the same thing. Also could be the same thing that your mom saw. Your mom saw something in the lake. What is it? A vessel of light that has remained hidden in the lake for decades, or a visitor from a distant star, or a hoax, or an angel, or a military weapon, or a drone, or distortion created by gases combusting in the swamp, or something else. We know Laura St. Clair wants it. She wanted to find the entity. S.H.I.E.L.D. is pivoting towards off-world mineral extraction, and Laura believed it holds the key to advanced space travel. She hoped that if she captured the specimen and offered it to S.H.I.E.L.D.'s regional board of directors, they would forgive her for her many transgressions, but we know she's wrong. Thomas St. Clair wants it, and he's in a race with his daughter to find the specimen. You don't know his intentions. We've caught up with our mind map. Now, from quickly glancing over everything, you might have noticed Keith is here. For those who don't remember, Keith was the other patron of the Floodgate Bar, where we met the PI, whose name I cannot remember right now. That's a shame. Let's talk to Keith. Keith smokes a cigarette while watching the pageant. You made it after all. Lot to take in, eh? How'd you get through? How did you get through? Called my buddy who heads security around here. Told me to come on down. Why didn't you mention that at the bar? Slipped my mind. Been thinking about what to call my website since I left the bar. Finally settled on a name. You ready? Keith's Corner. How you like that? The executives, the landlords, the so-called philanthropists, they'll be cornered. And Keith's Corner. And Keith's Corner. Want the website to look like a boxing ring. Want the logo to have boxing gloves in it. Might even do some live streams. Pretty cool idea. And it's some sort of pageant. I think I could have asked exactly what it is, but I missed my opportunity to do so. Whoopsie doosies. You came to the one last year? When they lit the Nutria on fire? Yeah, they say Thomas St. Clair shows up every year. He might be here tonight. There's just no way to know with all the costumes. Is that why his daughter didn't show? She's probably up there in her office, drinking alone. There's too much bad energy here. Saw online there's a party in the lake tonight. Might bail early to check it out. Here's Sun and Minotaur. The Sun and the Minotaur watch crowds flow in and out of the lobby. There's a performance over here. An improvised dance performance plays across the stage. The dancers periodically pause in their motion and eye the crowd with an exaggerated look of distrust. One is dressed in a maroon robe, the other a feathered cape. Approach the stage. You make your way towards the stage. Let's mimic the dance. You begin to mirror the unnatural contortions of the performers as they crab rock. Wow. Let's pause. Start over. You begin to mirror the unnatural contortions of the performers as they crab walk across the stage. Other spectators dodge you or give a start as you graze the backs of their legs. The onstage performers notice your mimicry. They stop their movement with a severe look of disapproval. You stop as well and meet their expression. One of the performers raises his hand to you. The Chateau! You raise your hand in kind. The Dad? My child! He leaps from the stage and holds his arms out, inviting an embrace. Hug. You give the performer a full embrace as he lets out a theatrical cry of relief. He turns to the audience that has gathered around. My child has traveled from a distant place to join us tonight. She has watched the deserts burn. She has no face, no smile, no nose, no eyes. They graced her once upon a time. But somewhere along I-40, she left them behind. Just like the alligator, she thought she could hide. But the alligator's home has eroded. The bayous are gone. The man who walked the alligator like a dog still died alone, and my child, born to travel, won't sink in this quagmire for long. She'd sooner die herself than that, die in a war, or in a rocket, perhaps. He looks at you and silently whispers, she'd sooner die anywhere else than stay here at home. Now, when I first triggered that sequence, in the footage that was lost, I was freaked out, because I've played this game before, and I want to know, how is this stage performer so prophetic? But we don't have time to linger, for there is a balcony crowd that is gathering, and I'm going to do 3 voices here, so let me let me mute for a second. Just needed to clear my throat. Here we go. A man wearing a golden crown gesticulates drunkenly while those around him back away in embarrassment or attempt to call him. History isn't created by the sympathetic, the soft-hearted, no. Why, bend the will of the weak, huh? Huh? Jesus Christ. Why punish those who carry passions and virtue in their hearts? Power is the very essence of life. Power, not compassion or goodwill or any stuff like that. That's great, Bruce. Garrett! I'm a Garrett now. How many times do I have to say it? I'm not calling you by your cult name. It's not a cult. Definitely is. It's a place for visionaries to thrive, and tonight we'll leave this world. Saw Kenner John bragging about that online. Godspeed. That toy rocket's going to explode before it leaves the ground. The engineering is sound. I'm helping to launch it. You're blitzed. You couldn't even walk a straight line. I'm gonna add a line here. And also your voice is weird. Keep it up. You can only hide your jealousy for so long. You think I'm jealous that you joined a cult? Not that. You know what I'm talking about. The CEO chose me as assistant director. You wanted it. You wanted it so bad. But still I possess the confidence to leave it behind. To take a leap of faith. Bruce, we all know you've got daddy issues. Why don't you go hug your little stuffed monkey and cry about it? Weak-minded reject, you're too pathetic to understand. Excuse me? You're only humiliating yourself. Alright, so we have explored all of our options here. Let's go to the elevator. Oh, also, mind meld. Garrett. What's a Garrett? We don't know. So we, the player, have insight into what a Garrett is, but Kay, the character, does not. It's a neat little playing with player versus character knowledge that's happening in this, because we know what Garretts are. They're followers of Kenner John. But who is Kenner John? Kay has no idea. Let's just go up to the elevator. This elevator is protected by retinal authentication. The executive offices are above. That's likely where your mother's possessions are being held. So we have to find a retinal scanner to get upstairs. Dang. Tonight we search the stars for God's signal. Alright, man. That's enough of your nonsense for one night, Bruce. You're drunk. Let's go find somewhere to lay you down. Well, that was awful. Ever since he became Laura St. Clair's assistant, he's been like this. Callous, arrogant, rude, and now he's gotten into this crap at the mall. I've had enough. I blame his dad. He's always been so cold to Bruce, feeding his insecurities. Like father, like son. If that man had just said one nice thing to him, I bet he wouldn't be trying to launch himself into space. He's drying out by the elevator. Let's see if he apologizes when he comes to. Oh, can we... Can't get over Bruce. What a clown. Alright. Is there anything new? No. Anything new? No, there's nothing new here. Just double checking. But there is something new here. We have a drunk king. This was the individual causing a scene in the ballroom. They're all so damn jealous, aren't they? They all want my position, petty bastards. They want what I have. A view from the inside. A view of the river, of the lights. Well, screw them! Screw them! Screw them! S-K-R-U-E-W-T-M. Screw them! The drunken king falls into a gibbering sleep. Grab him. Clever. If he's an assistant to Laura St. Clair, then he would have access to the executive suite. Grab his arms. You put the drunken king's arm over your shoulder and hoist him up. Leave me, Lord. Assholes. Not even drunk. My dad's an even bigger asshole. You know that. I know how to deal with assholes. He's an asshole, like a real asshole. You're just a fuck one. Fuck. That's why I'm leaving this stupid planet behind. Because it's full of my dad. Wish I could find Mr. Monkey Man before I left, but whatever. No time for toys. I'm too old for that. Mr. Monkey Man? Yeah, stupid, Mr. Monkey Man, my stuffed monkey. My monkey. He was my best friend. Why was your dad an asshole? Because, god damn it, why you're an asshole? He never wanted to say, hey, Bruce, nice one. Well, Bruce, I mean Garrett. Well, Garrett is going to Mars with his brush. With his, I'm going to throw up. With his boys. Sayonara. Just hope we go with Puppy, not Jared. 'Cause fuck Jared. Just another daddy to deal with. There's a lot to dissect there. If we really, like, and I have the knowledge of hindsight and foresight, and I am psychic, but it seems like he said, hope we go with John and not Poppy. Well, Poppy could be Pawpaw, the ditch man. Seems like there might be dissension among the ranks of the Garretts between Ken or John and the ditch man, which the ditch man did tell us. So you don't really need that much insight. Here we go. You drag the slouching king towards the retinal scanner. Fucking what? The LED sensor passes over his eyes before you drop him to the ground. We go up. Yes. Something about that image of us going up in the elevator. A robot. A girl with no face. An old man and a dog. It's very earthbound for some reason. Is there anything to look at? Doesn't seem to be. Let's go to the executive office. We can look at everything here, but if we talk to Laura, a cutscene, or like a dialogue will start. So let's go ahead and look at everything we can. Binders containing various internal literature, operational documentation, engineering reports, soil quality surveys, human resource handbooks. A binder no different in appearance from the rest sits among the collection on the viability of operating a server supercluster at the Shield Norco refinery facility. Let's read it. While the Mississippi River provides a natural cooling source, the Norco location is determined to be too precarious for a full supercluster build-out. Hurricanes, coastal erosion, unreliable state management, and the location's proximity to nuclear facilities could result in cascading disaster events that would jeopardize critical network infrastructure. It would better serve as a support node for the proposed Gulf Coast Astralize GK distributed regional system. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. There's a box. A storage box sits upon the shelf. Wonder if that box is going to come in handy later. The text of the console display lists a sequence of locations, each entry timestamped. It is, you infer, a description of your movement through the premises. So she's been tracking our movements this entire time. There's a letter here. Do not rifle through my things. Alright, well, I haven't really picked a voice for her yet, so let me mute for a second. I'm gonna have to take a quick break. I'll be back in 2 minutes. So enjoy this scene of Laura St. Clair's office. Alright, I am back. So I just needed to clear out my system, nasally, if as it were, for this next conversation, because I wanted to be able to give these moments the gravity and importance that they deserve. The regional Shield CEO stares out at the expanse of refinery beyond the office window. I felt you here before I even saw you on the monitor. You were silent, just like Catherine. I'd look out over the town and imagine where she might be. Never anywhere. Just silent. Things have been feeling vague, haven't they? Those highways you're always on. You don't sleep. You don't feel. Not anything. Vague. Nothing. Nowhere. I don't sleep either. When I sit up in bed and open my eyes, I see things on the wall. They pantomime, they beg, but I don't turn away. There was a time when I would, but I've lost the energy. Now I watch. I'm not here tonight for the party. I've kept my distance from the others. If they vote me out, it will upset my father, so they'd rather I resign or die. I stay here, right here, and I can see the river here and the flame. I thought it would be me that the light would come to see. Of course it was Catherine, but the flame is still mine, still burns for me. I've done so much that is wrong, held out so long, just to stay near it, but I've lost my hold. The vagueness, the shadows, the board has had it. The box on the shelf, it's what you came for, so take it. By all rights, it's yours. I thought I found what I needed, but it was a mistake. Catherine was smarter than me. Or more stubborn. I don't want the others to have it after I'm gone. Not my father, not the board. I wanted to experience the light, wanted to touch it, but I can't stand around any longer. That's all. Go find your brother. Please take the box and leave. I have other matters to attend to. You find within the box miscellaneous artifacts from your mom's life. Medical bills from Oshner Hospital, books on a range of environmental topics, a DMA discount, rewards card, and other ephemera. So we got the box back. And that's it. I guess we'll leave. Oh, and Kay? Don't trust her. What does that mean? Did she just... We must go. Now. We can go back. We go. Now. No delay. And for those of you who don't know, you get an achievement for reading this letter. You slide the letter gingerly from its envelope. This letter is addressed to my father, Dr. Thomas St. Clair. It was as you expected, a long series of mistakes, all very amusing to you. I wanted to outlive you, but if just an echo of my memory haunts your lonely days, that will be enough. I hope you never find it. I know you won't. L. And we gotta get out. This where I get off. Suppose they'll be looking for all else once the woman's body is discovered. Lucky's advice, keep a low profile. Come along, Potts. Lucky walks down the highway and into the obscurity of the surrounding swamp. We have what we've come for, the box of Catherine's possessions, though its content leaves me more perplexed than before we arrived. Most of what it contained was trash, scraps of paper, scribbled notes, The only thing of interest was a DMA discount coupon card. Did your mother visit the gas station before she died? Why would S.H.I.E.L.D. think to grab it? This puts us no closer to finding Blake. So we got ourselves a discount card for DMA discount. Oh, my nose is all stuffed up and I'm sorry. It really affects how the voices I'm able to do, and that sucks. Well, so now in our possession we've got this discount card, a coupon card for DMA discount. So let's go use it. You know, what do you think it's gonna afford us? Let's find out. I'm sorry, the card you swiped is not a valid American Discount Southeast Incorporated coupon card. Not valid. The card is a forgery. ... A fluid of thought swirls within the robot's head. Catherine. She always kept her secrets hidden in plain sight. We must search the house. There's more to find there. Oh, well then let's go to the house. Why would Catherine carry around a counterfeit coupon card? There must be some explanation. She was very secretive. We may find some clue hiding around the house. Now, I'm not sure how you're supposed to find out exactly what you're supposed to do. So I'm now looking for clues. Because, I mean, I know exactly what to do. But I'm just wondering if there's any sort of hint at all anywhere of what you're supposed to do. I don't think so. I mean, so again, I know what to do. I'm just seeing if there's any sort of hint anywhere, because the way I found this in my original playthrough was literally by clicking everything forever until I found it, going into every little thing I could find until finally I could see, for the first time in the game, there's something to do in the attic. I just wonder. Let's talk to Million first, though. Laura St. Clair had a box of my mom's things. It's a rather odd collection. There was a coupon card, 2 DME discount in the box, old bills, just discarded trash. Why would my mom have forged a coupon card? Catherine kept many secrets. Perhaps we should search the house for an explanation. That's all we really know. This pile has shifted since last time I looked. You clear away the boxes, revealing a portal built into the floor. Unbelievable. How many years has Catherine kept this doorway hidden? We must find a way in. So we found a secret door. A doorway previously hidden by boxes. You make various attempts to open the doorway, but all efforts prove futile. It remains locked. So you're like, cool, I found this doorway. Now I gotta find a way to open it. Let's go around and click on everything again. And again, I'm not entirely sure. The first time I played this game, I noticed that, so like, I think this is put here on purpose. Like, there's a cat you can look at, but then there's also the statue that you can also look at, but you could also walk up to it. And then when you're looking at the statue, it's very sort of obvious there's something off about it, right? I mean, you guys see it, right? The face is especially deteriorated, framed by a system of cracks. You run your hands along the deteriorating contours of the statue. It snaps off as if by design. Behind the statue's face hides an old assemblage of electronics carelessly soldered together. At the center of the electronic configuration is what appears to be a card reader. So we bring our card over to Mary. You insert the coupon card into Mary's face. From within the house, you hear the vague clop of something mechanical. So it's the one thing I will say that if you don't know what to do, it might take you a while to figure out. Because, again, I don't know if there's any hints anywhere in the house that will point you to that. But that is what you have to do. Alright, so we are going to get the benefit of me having to do this a second time. Because the first time I came into this room, I said the line, I know there is something that triggers the end of this section, but I don't know what it is, and then I immediately triggered it. So let's instead we're going to be able to click on everything and read it. A work light hangs from two small hooks driven into the wall. Its extension cord runs into the makeshift ductwork of the closet. A dated laptop, its keyboard covered in grime. At the center of the table sits a cheap plastic electronic device. One USB cord runs from the instrument to the computer tower. The other runs to the laptop. A wireless signal jammer. What would Catherine need with such a device? Alright. Oh, what's this? A map of Lake Pontchartrain hangs on the wall, decorated with various illegible notes and penciled routes through its network of bayous. A custom-built processor. Alright, so there's only one thing to do. And once we do this, things will happen pretty fast. Here we go. You power on the processor. As the machine breathes to life, small LED lights begin to flicker in the face of the oblong plastic device on the desk. A USB cord runs from the device to the laptop. The computer's terminal is quickly obscured by pop-ups advertising malware scanners and other products. An indecipherable static blossoms from the speakers. In distorted bursts, the noise begins to cohere into a crackled simulation of your mother's voice. Complete. Extracting 14.00091.zip 3.514 MIBS. Driver update required. No Wi-Fi connection detected. Enumerating alphabetical index. Okay. Please, is this child age 23? For your cognitive versioning needs, choose the Greater New Orleans Neuro Versioning Clinic. Dear God. Driver update required. ... Enumerating alphabetical index. Array member deleted. What is that? No, please, no. If you can hear me, please. Away, that robot, please. Please, away. And now we're back to Catherine. So, for whatever reason, when that device was turned on, the head drive of your mother, which seemed very glitchy and buggy, very malware-ridden, switched on, and something in million activated to attack us, perhaps? We'll find out, I guess, when we get back to Kay, but for now, we're back with Catherine. Here's Papa delivering us to the mall in his boat. To the mall, through John's skull, through John's skull. The Garretts have been instructed to protect the sacred messenger, but they are foolish and they're easily outwitted. Their greatest weakness is their treachery. All you must do is catch them fibbing line and going against the will of John, their idolater. And then what? Show them for the hypocrites that they are. Sow seeds of disloyalty. This will present an opportunity for you to gain what you seek. I see. You got any kind of recording app on that phone of yours, Catherine? If we're gonna try to play these people against one another, might help. Good point, I'll install one. We will be to the garage presently. Alright. And now we're at the loading bay. I'm gonna go ahead, throw down a save real quick. Just for safety, it'll be in a different slot. I'm gonna check the recording. Oh good, the recording has kept going. And we're gonna call this the end of an episode. Act 2 is pretty long. And so our next episode will probably be the entirety of this Catherine section. As I said, we're going to try to limit these episodes' lengths a little more just so I can make sure the audio is being recorded, since this is such an extensive sort of project that we're doing. So I hope you enjoyed Kay's second part of Act 2. A lot of fun things going on there. The pageant at S.H.I.E.L.D., the death of the regional CEO. We finally get the box that S.H.I.E.L.D. stole from us back, and we found a secret room, and Million attacked us. There's not much more. I think maybe this game is only 3 acts, is what I'm trying to remember. But there's not really a lot more after we get back to K, if I'm remembering correctly, which I might not be. But for now, we're going to wind things down here. I have been your host, Bear Arms and Fire. I hope you're enjoying this little tableau of voice acting / playthrough of Norco. And, stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.